No. Okay. I would like to call the St. Louis County Board of Zoning Adjustment to order. The board members present today are Janet Herman, Chairman, and Angelia Bills, Member. The Department of Planning staff members are Debbie Nesbitt, Mel Wilson, and Doug May. First, I offer into the record the affidavit of publication pertaining to today's meeting, August 12, 2020. The board hereby takes official notice of and admits into evidence on the record the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance, Chapter 1003, St. Louis County Revised Ordinance 1974 as amended, and Chapter 1004, St. Louis County Revised Ordinance 1974 as amended. Next, I call for a motion to approve the minutes of the previous BZA meeting of July 29th, 2020.
I'll move.
And I will second. The hearing procedure is informal, but is a teleconference and is recorded. The planning staff will read each request into the record, and the petitioner will then be unmuted, state their name, and make a brief presentation to the board explaining the reason and hardship for the variance. The board will not consider financial hardships. Board members may ask questions to clarify the facts. When the board is satisfied with the material presented, the chairperson will then ask if there is anyone in favor or opposition to the request. And to do so, if you want to speak, click the hand next to your name. If any comments were submitted, staff will read them into the record. Before I call for the vote, the petitioner may request a continuance in order to bring in additional documentation. The board may also request a continuance to gather additional information or for a visit to the site. Once comments have been heard, the chairperson will call for a vote. At that time, the discussion has ended and no further discussion is permitted. The board will generally make a decision today, but since there are only two members at this time, if the board's vote is split 1-1, the request will be deemed denied. If a variance is approved, the petitioner has 6 months from the end of the state of emergency to obtain the necessary permits or establish the use requested, or the variance will expire. The petitioner or any interested party has the right of appeal to the St. Louis County Circuit Court. This must be done within 30 days of the decision. Paperwork indicating the board's decision will be mailed to the petitioners. All right.
All right. First item on the agenda is item 86-20, Nicholas and Michaela Lauer. Request an exception to the front yard regulations for the purpose of constructing a deck at 620 Deke Road, maintaining front yard 34 feet in lieu of 50 feet as required by the NU non-urban district regulations of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance.
Okay, Mr. Lauer, you are unmuted to give your presentation.
Hi, hello, how is everybody?
Hi.
Yes, so I wanted to start by saying our home was built in 1930, and this predates the 1965 St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance, and it was adopted. And most, if not all, other homes located in this area do not conform to these codes or zoning. And the porch will actually be facing off of unnamed road, which is not even the correct road name in that area that's maintained by the county. We're actually our home is the only one on this, one of only two homes on this street, and the other home you can't quite see on this map here is about 200 to maybe 250 yards down down that road, and the front porch would face nothing but green space, so it would not detract in any way from any curb appeal or the neighborhood values. And the reason that we're looking to add this deck space is because of the size of the home. It's not overly large. It's about 1,500 square feet. And so we're just looking to add additional living space that will just benefit our family.
Debbie or Doug, could you go back to that the other picture looking down at the house, please? Yes, thanks.
That one?
Now,
Okay.
Now, I'm sorry, I forgot your name, but
Oh, you're fine. Nicholas.
Nicholas, where did you proposing that deck to be, like facing Dickey Road or Dick Road, or?
Yes, it would be facing Deaky Bottom Road right there, right where that car is parked in the front on the right-hand side. It would come out about, it would be the full width of the house or the length of the house by about 7 feet. So it would be 42 by 7 feet, 7 inches.
Okay, well, kind of, but where that first, for the one tree by the house is, you're talking to the left?
Correct, yes.
Okay, all right. I don't have any other questions. Do you, Angelia? No? Okay.
No, I don't.
All right, is there anyone here to speak in favor or opposition to this? Nope.
I don't see any.
Okay, 86-20, I'm gonna vote to approve the variance as advertised. The hardship being, well, I don't know, it's maybe not as much a hardship as there's plenty of property there and there's no one around that would impact whatsoever.
Thank you so much.
I second it.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, next item is 92-20, Joe Forrester. Request an exception to the side yard regulations for the purpose of constructing a porch covering at 2631 Cathedral Drive, maintaining a side yard of 5 feet in lieu of 8 feet, as required by the R3 Residence District regulations of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance.
Okay, Keith, you are unmuted to give the presentation.
Okay, so the purpose would be they have a concrete patio that is in the yard that they need to cover because of the amount of heat, the sun's on it all day, that they want to be able to use the area, also to protect the doorway to their Four Seasons room from, being hit by rain and sun as well. So the footprint of the patio cover would be a concrete patio with 1 foot overhang.
So where those square poles are sitting in, I guess it looks like concrete.
Yes, they have it's pots that just is hang lighting there. But yeah, that's the edge of the patio there that you can see.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it would go to the edge of that patio with a 1 foot overhang.
Okay. So let's see. Okay. Angelia, do you have any other questions?
I don't, not at this time.
Okay. Is there anyone here to speak in favor or opposition? If so, please hit the hand by your name.
I don't see any.
Okay.
Hearing none, 92-20, I vote to approve the variance as advertised.
Okay. I'll second, and I'll add that the hardship is to have a covered area there to protect them from being in the sun the whole day. Okay.
Thank you much.
They'll send you your paperwork.
Okay, well.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, next item is 93-20, David and Patty Benborough. Request an exception to the side yard regulations for the purpose of replacing an existing deck and steps at 224 Jefferson Circle Drive, maintaining a side yard of 7 feet in lieu of 8 feet, as required by the R2 Residence District regulations and the density development procedure of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance.
Okay, Eric, you are unmuted to give your presentation.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, my name is Eric with Chesterfield Fence and Deck. This exact deck, we are just proposing to remove and replace an existing deck in the same exact location. The deck that they currently have is just in poor shape, and it just needs to be replaced. We're not enlarging it at all. We're removing and replacing it in the exact same location, same footprint.
Okay. So the one that's pictured, can you see the picture? Yeah, I guess that's it. So, okay. Angelia, do you have any other questions? No. Is there anyone here in favor or opposition? Please hit the hand next to your name.
I don't see any.
Okay. 93-20, I'm going to vote to approve the variance as advertised. The hardship being the need to replace the deck and stairs in the exact footprint that they were before because of deterioration. And that's only a 1 foot difference. So,
I second it.
okay. So your paperwork will be mailed to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
Okay.
The next item is 94-20 TCL LLC. Request an exception to the regulations that govern the enlargement, extension, construction, reconstruction, or structural alteration of a non-conforming use, land, or structure for the purpose of constructing 2 decks and stairs at lot 25 of the Archway Trailer Park at 25 Archway Manor Drive, as required by the NU non-urban district regulations in section 1003.170 non-conforming uses, lands, and structures of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance.
Okay, Mark, you are unmuted to give your presentation.
So this is a mobile home park, and the mobile home needs to be replaced. It's just a deck to get in and out of the mobile home. The front is going to be 6 by 10, and the back is going to be 4 by 4 for egress with steps. And it's about 4 feet off the ground, so we have to have steps to get into the mobile home.
So it's getting into the front and the back.
In the front and back door.
Okay. Okay. So, it's just because of an alteration to the structure. Okay. I don't have any other questions. You, Angelia?
I do have one, so that's the only way to have a proper exit from the mobile home then, without the deck?
That is the only way. It'd be a 4 foot drop without the deck.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Is there anyone here in favor or opposition? Please hit the hand next to your name.
I don't see any.
A hearing none, is that 94?
Yes.
94-20, I vote to approve the variance as advertised, and the hardship just being the need for a proper exit.
I'll second. So we will mail your paperwork to you.
Thank you.
Okay, next on the agenda, 95-20, Randy and Sandra Elliott. Request an exception to the rear yard regulations for the purpose of replacing a deck and stairs at 1 Buttercup Court, maintaining a rear yard of 3 feet in lieu of 15 feet, as required by the R4 Residence District regulations of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance.
Okay, Randy, you are unmuted to give your presentation.
Okay, yes, we're just trying to replace the deck that's been there since we bought the house.
Okay. And is the house fairly old or?
It was built in 66.
Okay. So it just needs repairing.
No, it needs replacing.
I'm not replacing, yes.
Yeah, replace. We just want to replace it just as it is.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. So is it that house on the right?
It's us on the right where the red car is.
Yeah. So where that overhang is coming out, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And so it's been there.
It's the original deck that was there in '89 when we bought the house.
Oh, well, yeah, I see. It needs replacing. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I don't have any other questions. Do you, Angelia?
No, I don't.
All right. Is there anyone here in favor or opposition? Please hit the hand by your name.
I don't see anybody.
Okay. 95-20, I'm gonna vote to approve the variance, is advertised in the hardship being the deck and stairs are in disrepair and it needs to be replaced.
I second it.
Okay, and may I say, that's the Buttercup Court is the cutest address I've ever heard.
I hear that all the time. Buttercup Court and Buttercup Drive.
Okay, well, we'll mail your paperwork to you.
Okay, thank you, appreciate it.
Okay, next is 96-20, Marshall and Sherry Crutcher. Request an exception to the rear yard regulations for the purpose of replacing a deck and stairs at 12526 Sunset Drive, maintaining a rear yard of 8 feet in lieu of 15 feet as required by the R2 Residence District regulations of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance.
Okay, Sherry, you are unmuted to give your presentation.
Hi, thank you. Yeah, we just want to replace it. We bought the house 2 years ago and it had a deck on it and we tried to save it, but it's rotting and there's like holes on the top and then the stairs are kind of rotting. So we want to replace it with a composite deck. We're not going to go any closer to the fence or to that back line. We're going to maintain the 8-foot distance.
So you're putting it back in the same place, just,
Yeah, it will go, you see where the stairs are drawn in on that left?
yeah,
There
yes,
will be a section of deck added between the stairs and the house, but nothing to go out towards the fence.
right, just that.
Yeah,
Just that one corner, I see.
yes. Yes.
Oh, the
And
problem.
we're just going to put composite because the wood is just rotting and I've got a 2-year-old grandson. I don't want him hurt.
Yeah, okay. All right, Angelia, do you have any other questions? No? Is there anyone here that's in favor or opposition? Please hit the hand next to your name.
I don't see any.
Okay. I think that's you, Angelia.
Okay, 96
Yeah,
dash 20, I vote to approve the variance as advertised.
okay. I'll second it, and the hardship being it needs to be replaced. It's in disrepair.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Next is 97-20, Earl and Cheryl Bush. Request an exception to the rear yard regulations for the purpose of constructing a deck and stairs at 5844 Manola Avenue, maintaining a rear yard of 5 feet in lieu of 15 feet as required by the R5 Residence District regulations of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance.
Okay, Shannon, you are unmuted to give your presentation.
Hi. Yeah, I submitted a plot plan, and the backyard on that house, all from the fence line to the house was 15 feet. So, technically that doesn't leave any room to build anything at all. They do have a 3x4 with some steps coming out. It's all concrete. We'd be replacing that. And we'd just be going 8 feet out. So, I asked for the 5 foot, but I think we'll be more like 7.
Sorry, I had a phone call come in and came up on my iPad. I'm sorry if I missed something. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was interrupted. So you're replacing or are you building?
We're replacing, originally for the house, there's a 4x3 concrete with some steps coming off the back door.
Mm-hmm.
So we
Oh,
were
I see.
replacing that with an 8x8. And the backyard itself, there's only 15 foot total the way the house was laid out. Technically it should be kind of like the side. So the deck will be facing the side of the neighbor's house, not their actual backyard.
Okay. Oh, Doug or Mel, could you go back to that blueprint? Thank you. Okay, so then we're talking about the one circled in red and then the other one. And I'm not sure which is the front and which is the back. Oh.
There's the backyard would be 8 feet total is what I'm figuring. I asked for the 5 foot just to make sure I had room,
Okay.
But the way it's laid out, that's kind of the side of the yard compared to all the other houses. It's just a corner lot and the house is flipped sideways.
Oh, so I'm kind of confused. So you're,
I have a question. So will the deck come out any farther than the stairs are already coming out then?
No, ma'am.
well, I'm a little confused, but,
So is it
Oh,
still going to be
because the
8
two
by 8?
projects that are on there,
well, I just thought we had one, but,
I tried to get two projects into one permit, so I'm running off the same plot plan that I gave in. So the front porch that we built and got approved on is 16 by 8. And I'm trying to do an 8 by 8 on the back of the house with a
Oh.
15 yard or 15 feet, you know.
okay. Well, here on our thing, it says the ones facing Manoa, but,
That one was approved already. They didn't need a variance for that. The back one is, the house is at 15 feet, so they need some kind of exit there to get out of the house. Because they're on a corner lot, it's that makes the rear yard, that one against the neighbor's side yard.
okay. Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
all right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. Okay. I don't have any other questions. You, Angela? No. Is there anyone here in favor or opposition? Please hit the hand next to your name. Nope.
I don't see anyone.
Okay. 97-20, I'm going to vote to approve the variance, excuse me, as advertised. The hardship being the need to replace the rear exit from the home to the yard.
I seconded, and I just wanted to add that the staircase that it's replacing is roughly the same size of the deck that he's going to build.
Okay. I agree. All right. You'll be mailed your paperwork.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Mhm.
Next is 98-20 Scott Credit Union. Request an exception to the sign regulations for the purpose of installing a new monument sign at 9100 Gravois Road, maintaining a sign height of 9 feet, 6 inches in lieu of 8 feet as required by the C2 shopping district regulations and section 1003.168 sign regulations of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance.
Okay, Sue, you are unmuted to give your presentation.
Hi. So they have two existing brick monuments there, and the brick matches the building. So Scott Credit Union wanted to maintain that brick and not change it because it does match the building, probably really difficult to match. And so we're about 1.5 feet above grade too much.
What are we talking about, actually? That brick thing that's blank right now?
Yes, ma'am. That's it.
Okay. And you wanted to put a sign on that? Oh,
Correct.
Okay. It's just a little bit higher than the 8 feet.
That is correct.
I get for identification. Okay. All right. I don't have any other questions to you, Angela. Is anyone here in favor or opposition? Please hit the hand next to your name.
I don't see any.
Okay, hearing none, 98-20. I vote to approve the variance as advertised, and really it just, it needs to have a sign on it. So, and for visibility purposes, it needs to be that size.
I'll second. So you'll get your paperwork in the mail.
Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Next is 99-20 James Egert. Request an exception to the front and rear yard regulations for the purpose of constructing a retaining wall with a 7-foot tall fence and 3 strands of barbed wire atop for a natural gas delivery station at 15900 Old Jamestown Road, maintaining a front yard of 20 feet in lieu of 50 feet along Fort Bellefontaine Road, a front yard of 14 feet in lieu of 50 feet along Blue Spruce Lane, and a rear yard of 15 feet in lieu of 20 feet as required by KP Karst Preservation District regulations of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance.
Now, I don't see Tiffany Campbell. Maybe is there someone else who could be representing this petition?
Ray,
Frankenberg?
yes.
Okay. Okay, Ray, you're unmuted to give your presentation.
Okay, thank you for noticing me. Tiffany is on our staff here at BFA, and we're representing Spire. This is a variance that was originally granted almost a year ago now, and it is for a gas delivery station, and we need the setback changes in order to accomplish the safety and the landscaping and so forth that was needed. So our reason for the variance is the same as before. Right now, we're proceeding through permitting with the county, and we need to extend the variances in order to be able to finish our permitting.
Okay, so yeah, I remember that. Can't believe it was almost a year ago.
I know.
So you just ran out of time and everything's the same, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. I don't have any other questions then. Do you, Angelia? No. 99-20. Oh, I'm sorry. Is there anyone here in favor or opposition? If so, please hit the hand next to your name.
I don't see anyone.
Okay. 99-20. I'm going to vote to approve the variance as advertised. It's we approved it 6 months ago and they just ran out of time, and it was a need for security.
I second it.
Okay. You'll be
Thank you.
Mail you your paperwork.
Okay, next is 100-20 Spire STL Pipeline LLC. Requests an exception to the front, side, and rear yard regulations for the purpose of constructing a retaining wall with a 7-foot tall fence and 3 strands of barbed wire atop for a natural gas delivery station at 685 Prigg Road, maintaining a front yard of 0 feet in lieu of 50 feet along Prigg Road, a side yard of 0 feet in lieu of 20 feet, and a rear yard of 0 feet in lieu of 20 feet, as required by the NU non-urban district regulations of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance.
You can go ahead, Ray.
Okay, again, this is Ray Frankenberg, and Tiffany is the one who made the application for us here at BFA, and we're representing Spire. It is the same situation as the one we just talked about, and it is a variance that was granted close to 6 months ago, and we are moving through permitting, and we would like to extend this variance.
Okay, so exact same thing. Angelia, do you have any questions?
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay, is there anyone here in opposition or for this? Please hit the hand next to your name.
I don't see any.
Hearing none. 100-20, I vote to approve the variance as advertised.
Okay, you'll get all your paperwork mailed to you.
Thank you.
Next is 101-20 Robert and Monique Rosen. Request an exception to the rear yard regulations for the purpose of constructing an in-ground swimming pool at 10729 Faraday Drive, maintaining a rear yard of 8 feet in lieu of 15 feet as required by the R4 Residence District regulations of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance.
Okay, Monique, you are unmuted to give your presentation.
Hi, this is Monique's husband, Robert, and the reason we're asking for a variance is because unfortunately we have a small yard, so we wanted to put an in-ground pool in, and we chose a pretty small size, so just to try to fit it in, and we thought we had accomplished that. However, we didn't get the right information on the setback requirements. I think we're fine on. It's just the rear of the property would be the mentioned that would be in question, the
Mhm.
8 foot.
Is there any reason why you couldn't put the pool a little bit of an angle or move it over a little bit more to
Well, actually, this is the way that our contractor drew this up is it will actually run, the way the pool was laid out would be, it would run parallel with the rear property line. The 8 feet would be maintained all the way down. And I gave him a plot plan that I thought he was going to submit to you all. Apparently he did not, but we have an addition. I don't know if you can see, if you can see, we have an addition on the back of our house. That it would be the yellow vinyl sided structure that you're looking at there. That is an addition that basically comes out even with the patio.
Okay.
And so where he has that equipment pad, there is actually an addition. It's a 400 square foot addition that is located there. So it's not a very representative drawing. I don't think what really is happening there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is, except for that addition is not drawn in.
Well, I did go out and look at your property, to see what the yards look like there. It's pretty tight, but
Yeah, they're pretty small. There are some in the neighborhood, and I did about 3 years ago. I hired a fence company, and we put a 6 foot privacy fence around the whole property that I purchased and have maintained. If that makes a difference, also.
well, no, I saw the fence there too. Yes,
Okay.
I'm concerned. You know, I have a pool myself, so I do know about pools and stuff, and I know you do have to be careful and have the fence, or a safety fence.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess so. So what is your hardship?
The hardship is just the rear maintaining the 15-foot setback, I guess, on the rear of the property. I think we meet the requirements on the 2 side yards. It's just strictly the back property.
Okay, and Mel or Doug, could I see that drawing again one more time? I just wanted to say thank you. So it's mostly that one corner there, and then it kind of comes back out. So I guess that's.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say, I think that the pool will be angled somewhat to where it does run somewhat. It will run somewhat parallel with the rear fence line. It's a little cocked. It should run more parallel with the rear of the property.
Well, then that puts it more, the whole thing at 8 feet. I like it better the way it is. I mean.
Okay, but
parallel to your house.
The only problem is there is an addition. I mean, if we can get it like that, I would be all for it. If the pool can lay out like that, I guess maybe the contractor took measurements and he can get it like that. I would be fine with it like that. I mean, that would be fine with me. I really don't have a problem with where it is there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, I don't know what happened to Angelia. Angelia?
Oh, I'm here. Yeah, I'm still here. I just have the video on.
See your
I
face.
don't have any questions.
Okay. Is there anyone here in favor or opposition? Please hit the hand by your name.
I don't see any.
Okay. 101-20, I'm going to approve the variances advertised. Excuse me. I would like to see that, just that one portion at 8 feet and the rest of it a little bit further back if it's
okay.
possible.
Yes, I understand.
Yes.
Second it.
Okay. Okay, we'll mail you your paperwork.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Next is 102-20, KC 1201 LLC. Request an exception to the front and side yard regulations for the purpose of constructing a single-family residence on Lot 20 and Lot 21 of 1213 Kiefer Creek Road, maintaining a front yard of 25 feet in lieu of 50 feet, excuse me, and a side yard of 6 feet in lieu of 20 feet for the home, and a side yard of 13 feet in lieu of 20 feet for the detached garage on Lot 21, as required by the NU non-urban district regulations of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance.
So I also don't see Will Hornberg for this petition, Debbie.
Uh-huh.
The only other, we have one, Ravindra, are you here to represent this petition?
అదో ప్రాబ్లం వైల్డ్ లైఫ్ నేషన్ చెప్తున్నాను.
Who do you live next to?
ఫ్లైట్ లో పెట్టచ్చు, ఎక్కడ సొంత ఉంటే సొంతలో పెడతాయి కదా. సో ఒకటి కాదు బేసికల్గా. సో బేసికల్గా అందరికీ బొక్కలు ఉన్నాయి దానివల్ల.
Ravindra?
Everybody has to come to some agreement.
I don't know if there's a representative for this one, Debbie. There's a Ravindra Mianani as a attendee, but
I don't recall that name talking to anybody because they're not the property owner is Kevin.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe we better continue it then.
Continue it.
I'm sorry, Debbie, what did you say?
I guess we'll just continue it then.
Yeah. Okay. 102-20, we will continue for 2 weeks.
I second it.
All right, that's the conclusion of this evening. Okay. I think everybody's off. Okie doke.
All right, see you in 2. Thanks.